What we have here in Exhibit A is a classic case of someone, a very busy person actually, running an entire DePIN company, but trying to delegate out all of his work and doing so very well until one day when the back-end infrastructure of this video game completely failed, requiring him to go back to his daily job. If you had a proper, decentralized, highly scalable gaming architecture, you wouldn't have this problem. And that is why today we're going to introduce you to Beamable, the world's first, best, biggest, and baddest decentralized gaming application. On this episode of the DePIN Hub Newsletter Weekly Recap. Today we're going to show you how you can become a token game developer. Get it? As we cover Beamable, a decentralized game development platform that allows you to earn from the backends of 80+ multiplayer games and without writing a single line of code. But first, Ambios, formerly known as Ambient Network, went live on DEXs such as Radium as well as the Swiss Borg app. Now is the time to capitalize on that $25 billion+ environmental monitoring industry. And our friends at Natix secured a huge partnership with the taxi and delivery super app Grab, further revolutionizing mapping technology and autonomous driving. Big shout out to our sponsor, Ambios. Ambios is the world's largest environmental monitoring solution, enabling communities, the machine economy, and AI through real-world data. And if you subscribe to our newsletter, you would know that recently we just ran a promotion for Ambios' indoor sensors, and with our special DePIN99 promo code, you can score an additional 1,000 Ambios tokens as an airdrop, which is coming right about, well, basically now. It pays to subscribe, baby. And if you'd like to learn more about Ambios, formerly Ambient, in case you were confused, we actually have a dedicated newsletter recap episode all about them. Link in the description. And on to the feature. In today's feature, I'm going to introduce you to a super cool DePIN that's revolutionizing how games function, specifically in the back-end infrastructure. Multiplayer games such as this being played by a familiar face at DePIN Hub that maybe you recognize. We're talking about Beamable Network. Beamable is a DePIN built on real revenue that allows anyone, including you, to earn from game development, whether or not you know how to write code. What a lot of people don't realize is that games are updated, balanced, and scaled often in real time. Most of this is actually happening behind the scenes. And while a lot of this work may go unnoticed, there's actually a ton of heavy compute loads going on in the background, humming away to keep you on that track in Gran Turismo and not end up like Daniel over there.
Technologia! 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 Technologia!
And Beamable has been doing the same, quietly humming away, building out their gaming empire, and they already have 80+ games under their sleeves, plus 1.5 million players in the network. Yep, that's a DePIN building their solution where they already have demand. And there's a lot more exciting things coming, including airdrops and pending node sales. So in today's feature, we're actually going to be walking you through a DePIN Hub exclusive deep dive research article we wrote all about Beamable and the Beamable network. You can check out the full blog post on DePIN Hub's blog, link again in the description. First, let's cover a bit of the what and the why. Beamable started with one simple question. Why is building online games so hard? Beamable's CEO, John Radoff, is a veteran of the ever-evolving game development landscape. From co-creating Legends of Future Past all the way back in 1991, one of the world's first MMORPGs, to later developing narrative-rich games such as Game of Thrones Ascent and Star Trek Timelines on social and mobile platforms. And what all of Radoff's battle-tested experience showed him was that over and over again, studios were rebuilding the same back-end gaming infrastructure, taking valuable time and resources away from actual game development. So instead of building yet another game, he decided to go giga-chad on us, in the words of our great poetic writer, Megan, and build the infrastructure to support them all. So together with co-founders Ali El Ramul and COO Trapper Marquez, a team of seasoned engineers, they developed a full-stack backend platform that includes Unity and Unreal integrations, real-time live ops tooling, drag-and-drop economy systems, and finally, scalable architecture ready for millions and millions of players. Now, if we back up a bit, you might be confused. Is there a difference between Beamable and the Beamable network? The answer is yes. Beamable is the original platform, dating back to long before Beamable Network became a DePIN. This is the backend as a service platform that developers have already been using to build games. Beamable Network is the new evolution of this same infrastructure, but decentralized into a DePIN. And what's so cool about Beamable Network is it isn't your typical case in DePIN of supply searching for demand. In this case, Beamable flipped the script and it's actually building out supply for the demand that they've already generated. Beamable brings you Web3 when you want it. The fact of the matter is most gaming studios are not trying to go full-blown Web3. It's not that they necessarily don't believe in the idea, but because requiring users to set up wallets, purchase tokens, and sign every transaction is a surefire way to watch your entire user funnel slowly collapse. And Beamable gets that. That's why they designed their infrastructure to support Web3 features, but without requiring Web3 onboarding. Launch a game using traditional Web2 monetization, but then also tap into NFTs, tokenized economies, and smart contracts when you're ready. But don't think Beamable Network is slouching on you degens. No, Beamable's infrastructure has multi-chain support including Solana, Polygon, Sui, Theta, and even Bitcoin. And Beamable also powers Web3 native games including Mythical, Wildcard, and Project O, on top of powering tons of Web2 studios. And speaking of stuff that should be interesting to all you Web3 degens out there, airdrops. And Beamable's big airdrop is scheduled for just about now. The airdrop will reward their early contributors and community members, and especially those who have been active in what's called the Beamable Hub. This is basically Beamable's Quest campaign cockpit. And who better to gamify an experience than a gaming company anyway? Through participating in the hub, you can earn BMB credits and you'll qualify to participate in the airdrop. If you would like to participate, the link to join is also in the description. And if you want to jump in even further, around Q4 of this year, Beamable plans to launch a node sale, allowing contributors to provide compute and bandwidth to power gaming infrastructure and earn tokens for doing so. So there you have it, ladies and gents. We're talking about 80 plus live games, 1.5 million players, and top 10 DePIN revenue, all before even launching a single node. Beamable's network is already live and people are earning from it now. Are you? Hey, DJen, in case you are living in a cave, come outside and join the monkeys in the trees because DePIN Hub has just launched its new Evolution point system. And in case you're curious, we have an entire dedicated newsletter and recap just about that. And if you've been checking out our recent newsletters, you've probably seen us talking about the awesome Mawari Guardian node giveaway we're going to be doing to the top 20 leaders on our leaderboard. And while Mawari still works out the final touches in getting their infrastructure offering ready to go super smooth, we're not going to make you wait. We've actually rewarded the top 20 leaders from the month of May already. And if you've been checking out our socials, you'll see it from the very interesting project, the Vape Labs, and their novel Vape to Earn technology, which is actually designed to help you quit smoking. We're going to be giving away the Vape Nads collection NFTs, which offer all kinds of cool perks to their holders. So thank you for being in the top 20 and huddle your positions another month or so and see if you have a chance to score your own Mawari Guardian node. And as you may be aware, DePIN Hub has launched the world's only verification or due diligence mechanism for DePIN Hub projects that are moving the needle in their respective spaces the correct way. And we're excited to welcome 4 more recently verified projects to the DePIN Hub verified family. Those are Nadix, Session, Hivelo, and the feature of today's episode, Beamable. Congratulations for earning your way into the DePIN Hub verified family. And all of you out there watching this, you can find them on DePIN Hub at the very top of the projects list with the purple badges. Don't be silly. You know that DePIN Hub has the world's leading DePIN podcast, and it's hosted by none other than this guy, the video game playing, Gran Turismo racetrack destroying, the one who eats charged capacitors for breakfast, Daniel Andrade. And in the recent episodes 71 and 72 of the DePIN Hub podcast, Daniel spoke with, first and foremost, John Radoff, CEO of Beamable, who we just talked about today, so you can have a high-powered, nerd-fueled convo between Daniel and John to go even deeper into the concepts we've just touched on in this recap. And then, changing things up a little bit, in episode 72, Daniel sat down with the co-founder of USD.ai, Connor Moore, talking about their super interesting project that's bringing DeFi into the world of DePIN. The synthetic yield-bearing US dollar actually is used to finance infrastructure rollouts. So you can learn all about both of these and more by tuning in on our YouTube channel or Spotify or wherever it is that you like to watch your podcast to the DePIN Hub podcast. And that's a wrap, DePIN revolutionaries and gamers. I'll catch you in the virtual lobby for the next episode of the DePIN Hub newsletter recap. Until then, stay decentralized.